Then we also learn in this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only creator. There is no khaliq but Allah. There is no creator but Allah. How do we learn about that? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. So the people of the past, the people of the present, the people who will come later, who is the creator of all of them? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. أَلَا لَهُ الْخَلْقُ وَالْأَمْرُ. Khalq is His, meaning it's only up to Him to create. No one else can create. For example, there are people who try to have children for years and years. But if Allah does not allow, if Allah does not command, can they have children? No. They can spend thousands and thousands of dollars, but they cannot have. On the other hand, there are people who are trying not to have children, but what happens? They have children. Khalq is whose command? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أَلَا لَهُ الْخَلْقُ. Allah is the only khaliq. If Allah does not want, nothing can come into existence. Then we also learn in this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, worship Allah so that you can have taqwa. What does it show? The importance of taqwa. The high rank of taqwa. The high level of taqwa, which cannot be attained except with the worship of Allah. Taqwa cannot be attained except with the worship of Allah. Another lesson that we learn in this ayah is that when a person worships Allah, who benefits? The person himself. He is the sole person who benefits from the worship of Allah. Because Allah says, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. If you worship Allah, you will save yourselves in the dunya and you will save yourselves in the hereafter. You will become righteous. Without ibadah, you will not be able to do so. Allah does not need our worship, in other words. Allah does not benefit from our worship. Why? If we don't worship Allah, the entire creation is worshipping Allah. وَإِن مِّن شَيْءٍ إِلَّا يُسَبِّحُ بِحَمْدِهِ. There is nothing except that it is glorifying Allah. We learn in the hadith that the heaven, the sky, it's creaking. Why? Because it's full of angels who are worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you and I don't worship, it doesn't matter to Allah. When we worship, who do we benefit? Ourselves. Because sometimes we're praying salah just to please our families. Or just because, we have to. But remember that when you're praying salah, you're benefiting yourself. When you read Quran, you benefit yourself. Because when you recite, who gets the ajr? You. For every letter you read, you get 10 rewards. So who benefits? You benefit. So if you want more benefit, perform more ibadah. If you don't want a lot of benefit, then perform less ibadah. But then regret in the hereafter. So اُعْبُدُوا رَبَّكُمْ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ وَالَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ. Why? لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Another very important lesson that we learn over here is the importance of gaining knowledge. How? We have been commanded here to worship Allah. Can we worship Allah without knowing how to worship Allah? No. We can only do ibadah when we have ilm. Like for example, you are coming over here gaining knowledge. Why? So that you can know how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Bukhari in his book, Sahih al-Bukhari, he has a chapter which is titled, Al-ilmu qabla al-qawli wal-amali. Knowledge comes before words and actions. If you don't have knowledge, you don't have the right to speak. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot do anything. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot worship Allah. It's essential that we gain knowledge.
يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون.